All right. What is going on, everybody? What is going on? Hope everyone is having a good Tuesday night. We got a little fantasy mock draft tonight, boys and girls. So if you want to hop on in, link is in the pin chat. Both streams, vertical stream, horizontal stream. It's in the description. If you can't click on a link in one stream, try the other one. But it's open. Let's get everybody, as many people in here as they want to. Then we'll run this 12-team mock draft. There's a good bit of stuff we need to talk about tonight. I mean, lots of NFL news. Probably first and foremost, the man on the cover, my guy, Jordan Addison, getting officially suspended 3 games by the NFL for the violation of their substance abuse policy or behavioral, whatever it is. We knew a suspension was coming. I was thinking more of 1 to 2 games, especially since he pleaded it down to a lesser offense. But the NFL going hard with 3 games for his suspension, and that's got to be a little bit concerning here if you are a team like the Kansas City Chiefs and Rashee Rice, who has 30 days in jail. Now, he doesn't have to do those 30 days. You know, it's kind of weird, 5 years of probation, but it was a much harsher punishment for Rashee Rice than Jordan Addison. Both first time, I guess maybe Addison's not quite a first time offender because he had a traffic incident for a speeding ticket. So I don't know if that played into a factor of it, but regardless, Jordan Addison suspended 3 games. I think Rashee Rice is probably going to be looking at a stiff 6 to 10 games somewhere. I think we're going to see a very high bar for Rashee Rice because of the harsher legal punishment and the NFL wanting to set examples, it looks like, with this stuff. So really interesting. Come one, come all. Hop on there, get in the link. Where is everybody tonight? You know, normally we a little bit earlier on Tuesday nights and I'm streaming with John, but schedule's going to change a little bit. I think our streams are going to be on Sunday nights now where I mock with him. So yeah, we need something to do. We need something to fill the time. So I figured, why not run a mock with you guys? But if nobody's going to go ahead and join here or even get in the damn chat because it's too early, I'll mock by myself. I will mock by myself. I don't need you guys. I mean, I would like to have you guys here because I know as soon as I start this draft, everyone's going to pop up. Everyone's going to come in here and be like, oh man, where's my thing? We were having technical difficulties with the stream. Like the vertical stream didn't even pop up the first time trying to go live. The horizontal stream all over the place. I don't know what is going on with this. So Streamlabs was having a little bit of issues, I think, trying to get these bad boys going, and it's probably crushing us right now in the algorithm. I'm not even sure if they're putting it out. Streamlabs really cooking us tonight, but we have plenty of other things to talk about. Some interesting training camp notes. The Bears had a crazy practice today. Apparently, the Bears were going full force today, beating the shit out of each other. Some people saying the most physical practice they've ever seen, or the most physical practice in, like, since Lovie Smith, like since the Lovie Smith era, which is kind of crazy to think about, that the Bears, the hard-nosed Chicago Bears franchise, the team that only plays defense, never has a quarterback, doesn't even know what the quarterback position is, I don't think. Couldn't do anything, so let's see. Let's look up Bears. Let's see if we can get some clips from it. I know everyone's been clowning on Caleb. Oh yeah, speaking of Caleb, I don't need hashtag Bears practice, but we could just do Bears practice. Speaking of Caleb, new emojis, boys. New emojis. So if you sign up, become a channel member, you get access to the exclusive Caleb looking fabulous emoji. Honestly, you can't beat it. You honestly can't beat that. That's like the best emoji ever. I really outdid myself on this one, I think. I really outdid myself with the Caleb emoji. Got the nail polish. He's looking beautiful. It's a beautiful man right there. Looking extra zesty, too. Just extra zesty. Anyway, Bears practice. Multiple reporters saying today's practice was either the most intense they've ever seen or the most intense since the Lovie Smith era. Bears football is back. Yeah, the problem is that's not good because we saw the Lions. We saw a report that the Lions were getting super physical again as well. And the Lions just like broke down last year. Their defense literally broke down last year trying to deal with all the physicality. Now, it is a very physical game. Monday is a very, I shouldn't say Monday. Monday, week 1 is going to be a very physical game for the Bears. They do play the Vikings. The Vikings are a very physical team and notorious for beating the shit out of people. So I'm sure Ben Johnson's got that in the back of his mind. But they needed some positive. They're saying this is a positive because we had some rough videos of Caleb. And they said it wasn't just like dirty. Wasn't dirty. Here's Caleb looking awful August 3rd. That's a little bit old. That's not good. There were a couple fights, but nothing crazy, which you like to see. You don't want to see the fights get out of hand. Like the Cowboys fights always seem to get goofy. Out of hand never look good. But I will watch a lot of okay, let's see. Bears practice, perfect weather. Cool. Come on, man. Talk about the guys beating the shit out of each other. There you go. Summary of Bears practice reports today. Accurate, I think. All right, since nobody's going to show up, we're going to mock. Yes. Oh, I don't want to be team 1. Unbelievable. I did that. We'll pick at the 1-1. So this is a big question for the fantasy world. Everybody, what do you do at the 1-1 here? What is the best move at the 1-1 position? So I've gone back and forth with this. I'm not as down on Saquon Barkley, I think, as like a lot of people are. I feel like a lot of people are down on Saquon Barkley. But I still think you have to go Jamar Chase. The Bengals are going to be bad on offense. The Bengals are just going to be bad like everywhere. Not bad on offense, bad on defense. The Bengals are going to be bad on defense. They're not going to be able to move the football or stop people from moving the football. So they're going to have to score like 40 points a game. Jamar Chase, safe play. Bijan, Saquon, Amon-Ra, JJ. Yeah, not loving the reports out of Vikings camp with McCarthy and the offensive line. The offensive line's a little banged up, but still, I want to be seeing better. Like, JJ McCarthy looks good in 7-on-7. He looks bad when it goes to 11-on-11. Offensive line is missing 2 starters, but still not good enough. Now, early spot here, early quarterbacks. You're going to see this in a home league. The computer tends to draft more like a home league than we see, kind of competitive fantasy players, I want to say. Draft, I don't think we're going to see 2 tight ends. You wouldn't see 2 tight ends. You might see 2 quarterbacks, like a Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson early in a home draft. So, with that being said, probably not going to be looking as deep here at the running back position, but we got Jonathan Taylor, we got JSN, and we got newly extended, I should say, Kyron Williams. I think I'm safest here. I'm very happy here going with Jonathan Taylor at the 1-2-1, and then I'm going to go back-to-back running backs, I think, and just run like a double running back stack. I like Chase Brown, and I like Kyron Williams, but we're going to run Kyron Williams here. Muhammad, I support nobody. I support nothing and nothing and anybody except for my sports teams. I don't even support my friends. They suck. There we see Hurts and Daniels, Allen gone. So it's going to be a heavy early quarterback draft. This is much closer to what a family home league is going to look like here. Now, we need to go wide receiver here. I don't love DK Metcalf in this spot. It's kind of a weird spot. Are you a fan of the NFL? Yes, sir. Garth, who's your favorite team to watch for the upcoming season? It is the Minnesota Vikings. Where can we fit? There we go. Minnesota Vikings. Avery, what's up? I support Nico Collins at wide receiver 3 overall in PPR. Oh! Chatham. I'm probably butchering that. Mr. Tapper. That's a bold call. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. That is a bold call. Avery Prime probably got abducted by aliens. He's not here. Chase 1. I don't think I can get Nico 3. I get Nico 4, though. I could see Chase, JJ, and CD. And then you could say Nico. I could see, I mean, like, Nico could finish 1, obviously. But from a drafting standpoint, I think you have to go CD, Jefferson, and Chase before you go Nico. Oh, I'm on the clock again. I don't like any of these receivers. We're going to go with Mr. Reliable, Devonta Smith. Devonta Smith here. And then Cortland Sutton's really, really reliable here. But you have a guy like Jamar Chase. I think we can risk going DK Metcalf. Kind of high upside, especially good buzz out of Steelers camp with Rodgers. And Tomlin, GG, Prime will forever be missed. You know what, Avery? He's going to show up one of these days with like a new name we're not even going to know. Not even going to know. But he'll be back when like football season starts, I bet. Maybe he got grounded. Maybe he's on vacation. A lot of people are out. It's the summer. Kind of a weird time for everybody. Let's look at running backs here. We got 2 running backs here. Wouldn't mind a 3rd running back. Tony Pollard. Caleb Johnson's an interesting guy. I already got a Steeler, though. Let's stay wide receiver then. I kind of hate this wide receiver tier. What about Xavier Worthy at wide receiver 3? Like, overall? No. God, no. Xavier Worthy's value did go up with Rashee Rice probably getting suspended a good chunk of time here. But let's not get carried away with ourselves. I hate the quarterback situation there. I don't trust Miami. If I'm going to go receiver, I'm going to go Chris Godwin. And I think Chris Godwin's a good pick here, even though he's on the pup. Good fit in this range. Now, obviously, I have the double picks. Let's go Tony Pollard. We're okay with Tony Pollard. Better flex option for us. Chase, CD, and Nico. I know you love it, and JJ is quarterback proof, but McCarthy has to show me. Yeah, but JJ, like, really is quarterback proof, is the problem. Like, that offense just puts up numbers. Especially with Addison out 3 games. Like, Jefferson's going to get a lot of targets through the first 3 weeks. A lot of targets. That's where he really has the upside. JJ was productive with Nick Mullins at quarterback. I think JJ McCarthy can be as good as Nick Mullins. Can he be as good as 35 touchdowns Sam Darnold? Probably not. And I think the Vikings are going to run the ball a lot more this year. We have a better offensive line. Better offensive line. Does that move Hawk up with Addison out? Probably a little bit, but Hawk's also been dealing with some injuries throughout camp. So he's been banged up a bit like JJ, so the chemistry isn't necessarily going to be quite there. And Minnesota's been running a lot of 2 tight sets. Kind of a sleeper guy is Josh Oliver. Not going to be a good fantasy guy, probably, but he could have like a poach week or so. I want to see where he ends up in the offense after the first few weeks, because they did sign him to a nice extension. Give him a little bit of love there. I'm very happy with Jaden Reed at this pick. I think Jaden Reed is going to be a decent Packers receiver, even though not great words out of Packers camp overall. We're in a really shitty quarterback spot now because the quarterbacks went so early. This is the trouble when you wait for a quarterback. You can kind of plan this out a little bit earlier, so I'm not even going to bother going with another quarterback or a tight end. I'm just going to keep doubling down, I think, on value, and I'm going to go Cam Scottaboo. Better value, Jones or Mason? I think Mason's going to have the better value. Jones is getting drafted at a good spot. His ADP is not super high. Can I click on? I got too many show player card. There we go. I'm normally not in control of these. Normally it's John, and I'm doing this flying solo. He's 16th, 41th overall. So I think that's a decent spot for him, but I think Jordan Mason might be a big bruising. He might get the touchdowns. Jordan Mason might get the touchdowns. So that's going to be an interesting one. How hyped are you for the 26th I have no idea what the 26th is. For 26? Oh, Madden 26? None at all, Avery. Not at all. I don't play Madden. Sup, OJ? What's good, boys? Um, Jesus. Double quarterback. See, that's what kills me. Double quarterback. Dak. I was kind of waiting for Dak. When we waited for this long for quarterback, there's like literally no reason I think to take a quarterback here, but we'll go quarterback tight end. I'm gonna go CJ Stroud. I trust CJ Stroud more than Caleb. I think CJ Stroud could have a nice bounce back year this year. Offensive line a little bit worries me. Worries me a little bit, the offensive line. But still think they're going to be very productive. Obviously, a guy like Nico Collins, if he's going in the first round, no matter what, essentially, like I think Nico Collins is first round proof. Is it up to 6 quarterbacks in the for the Browns, OJ? I know it's 5. Is it 6? It was 5. It was 4 on the. I thought it was 4. Oh, Deshaun Watson 6, but he's on the IR. He ain't playing. So they're gonna cut 3 of them. But Watson's out for the year, so not Watson. But yeah, 6 total. Tight ends here. Let's give a little tight end love. For the love of God, I am not ever drafting Kyle Pitts. I like Dallas Goedert. Dallas Goedert is a flexible tight end. But there are way too many spots in this. There are way too many spots in this. Unpin message. Let me see. Unpin my messages. I gotta unpin these messages. And then I gotta. Yeah, Tyler Huntley signed. He was 6, I guess, quote unquote. Hold on, I'm gonna restart this mock. I'm gonna end this mock. Delete draft. Okay. Yeah, I was just not even thinking of Watson. I was thinking of the 4 on the depth chart, and then Huntley getting signed today. That's what I had on my mind. So, can I update this? New mock draft. Okay. New mock draft. Let's get the draft settings. Let's go PPR, 12 teams, time per pick. Let's make it 3 minutes if it's just me. Roster, save. Roster settings. Bench. We're going to remove 2 of those bench. We're going to remove a kicker and a defense. And we're going to add. That's where we were missing. Add bench. We'll add a bench guy. So 4 bench guys. That'll work. Let me get in the draft. Yeah. I'll post the new link, guys. Everybody can get in the draft. It's on Sleeper, so. But let's update that. Let me copy the link and paste it. All right, new link. If you can't get that going, go over to the horizontal chat because sometimes you can't click, I think, on the vertical live stream. So if you're in the vertical live stream, there's a horizontal one. Just click on my channel and I'll pin that in the horizontal chat. So if everybody wants to get in, I will. Wait, am I in the right one? Yeah, let me pin this. Yeah, replace pin. Okay, there we go. I think Shador or Gabriel will be traded. Yeah, probably Shador. He's on the bottom of that list. Shador, more like Shadont. Am I right? I'm just kidding, guys. Link's out, so if anybody wants to join, hit the link. Hop in there. I don't know which one's the easiest to claim. I gotta edit the description of these damn things now, too. Damn. I gotta get rid of the link in the description. Draft link is no longer good, but the pinned comment is good. YouTube's a work in progress, boys. A multi-stream is a work in progress. We've been working with the people at the tube to get this as streamlined as possible. The worst thing is, you can't click on the links usually in vertical lives, even if they're in the description, and there's no merged chats because the vertical live streams chats tend to be popping more. But horizontal gets the push out or whatever. But everybody hit the like button if you haven't already. Also, hit that like, thumbs up, big time, big time. Get us out into the algorithm. Can you please be quiet? I'm trying to watch old South Park. Well, Jesus, why are you watching me then, bro? It's the free hat episode from South Park. It's very important that I watch this and you be quiet. Jeez, Jesus. Don't put me on then, bro. Mute the stream. Mute the stream. Free Mr. Hat. God, old South Park is great. Everybody get in here if you haven't already. If you want to draft, click on the link. If you don't, forever hold your peace. Forever hold your peace. I'll give everybody like 2 minutes. 2 minutes to get in here. Link is pinned at the top. Both streams. If it doesn't work in horizontal, try or vertical, try horizontal. It'll definitely work on the horizontal chat. But I know YouTube it's a work in progress. Work in progress on the links and the multi-streams. So we'll look and hit the like button. Hit the like button or bad things will happen to you. Oh my God, yes, I got it. There we go. Somebody's in here. J Skull. That's probably our man Chatham. All right, well, if anybody else wants to get in here, hop in here. I'll give it another like minute, and then we'll run this draft. We will run this draft. Let me draft settings. Yep, you're in here. Good. I'll go 3 minutes for us, just because I want to talk about shit. OJ's trying. OJ, yeah, you signing up? You might have to make an account on Sleeper. If you're trying to get in, I'll give you a second to get in. We'll let the OJ get in here. So nothing like some refreshing OJ and toothpaste to get you up in the morning. Really get you awakened. But 3 of us will be good. I wonder if I could I wish I could change the CPU settings to like kind of draft how I want them to draft, but no such love. I'll randomize the order too. I will randomize the order. There we go. Toothpaste. OJ's here. The juice is loose, boys. The juice is loose. All right. I'm going to randomize the draft order in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, you're on here, OJ. You're on here. I don't want to pick up one again. Okay, that works. That works. Sorry, guys. Yeah, you're in. I see you. I see you here. I see the OJ in here. Oh, you sneaky devil. You know what? If you want 1-1, you can have 1-1. We'll start the draft. Draft is starting. Okay. We got 3 minutes and we can talk about stuff. Like I said, we like Ja'Marr Chase. Saquon, Bijan back-to-back. So I am ecstatic here. If I'm sitting at the 1-3, easy pick, Ja'Marr Chase. I think that's a safe bet right there. We see Puka go crazy early. JJ falls to the 1-8. That's wild. Genty's now consistently in the first round. There's Nico. We knew he was going Nico. Nico at the 111 is a great pick. I love Nico at the 111. I'm okay. I actually kind of lean Nico over like a guy like Malik Neighbors. Even though I'm interested in Neighbors interesting with that Giants team. I think they're going to be able to run the ball. But I'm a little bit down on like a guy like Puka Nacua. Maybe Amon-Ra even I'm a little bit down on. BTJ is another guy that I'm okay with at the 112. I think I would prefer to go like running back there. Just go Henry McCaffrey and we'll just let it ride. Or Genty Henry or Genty McCaffrey. I like the Genty AJ Brown start. I think I did that the other day on stream. So we're back here. This is a weird wide receiver tier. Not a huge Lad McConkey guy this year. Jackson Smith and Jigba is fine. This is a good running back tier. I like this running back tier. Like I said, JT, Kyron, Chase Brown. I prefer Bucky Irving over Josh Jacobs. I think I have Josh Jacobs the lowest out of these 3. I think I would go JT, Kyron, Chase Brown, then Jacobs, personally, I have a weird feeling about this Green Bay offense. Yeah, they're gonna run the ball. I don't know. It kind of feels like maybe Matt LaFleur's a little bit on the hot seat there. Um, but you saw me go JT Kyron last round. I literally have the same draft at the 1-3, but I'm gonna go JT again. I think that's a good start for us. T Higgins, that's probably right for that next tier of wide receivers. T Higgins. Then I would probably go JSN if I was going wide receiver. Then Garrett Wilson, Tyreek, and then Mike. I'm kind of worried about Terry, and I'm really worried about Marvin Harrison Jr. There's some really bad juice on the Marvin Harrison Jr. train. There's just, it's kind of a weird thing for the Marvin Harrison Jr. here. But we're gonna go wide receiver here. We're gonna go JSN. I don't have any JSN stock right here, and I don't have any JSN stock in general. I probably should have went Kyron. I didn't even think about going double running back there because wide receivers are just so important. But if I go running back, then I just go wide receiver out the gate. Devontae Adams, Nathan. I'm kind of down on the Rams offense in general. I think it's going to be a little bit more run focused. We'll see what we get out of Devontae Adams, but again, zero chemistry with Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford hasn't practiced at all. He should be good to go week 1, but no practicing because of his back. He's officially in old man territory. I would go Adams over Harrison. I would lean Terry over him. I like James Cook. I like Omarion Hampton where they're going there. Yeah, I'm just worried about the stuff. I just read like a whole thing on Marvin Harrison Jr. and it just kind of really scared me. Kind of scared me a lot, actually. Weird take. I got to take my boy here. I got to take my boy Chuba. I love me Chuba Hubbard. The Panthers might be the bounce back team. The Panthers might be this bounce back team. Like, I think the Panthers are going to be good this year. I'm in on the Panthers. Shit. There goes Joe Mixon, Mahomes. We're seeing the quarterbacks go early. Quarterbacks go early when the computer drafts. Quarterbacks go early, I think, in home leagues. Not going to see super high quarterbacks. You'll see, shit. They'll go higher and higher on when draft day gets closer, but if you watch the mocks we do at the catch, we had a quarterback not get drafted for like 4 rounds. Like, Lamar Jackson was first off the board in like round 4. Might have been the tail end of round 3. So, it's just funny to see how things are different. Now, big fan of Courtland Sutton in this range. Devonta Smith, Courtland Sutton are my favorite in this tier of wide receivers. Improved line, less competition. Chuba is going to ball. I agree. And Chuba's always balled. Like, let's look at Chuba the last million years. Like, Chuba last year. What did Chuba finish last year? RB 14 on a team that everyone considered terrible and a bust. Like, Chuba was money for us. Especially, what was his points? So, 32.5 points, week 16, your semifinal game, 20 points, first round of the playoffs, or maybe, second round of last week of the season. But, look at this stretch for Chuba. 27, 22, 17, 15, 11's even fine, 9's fine, 21, 24, 15. Did have a couple of stinkers towards the end there, but Chuba Hubbard was just awesome last year. Jekyll, what's up? How's the stream been? Solid. Just talking fantasy. Going to sleep? Got hunting tomorrow. Nice. On a Wednesday. What is it? What season is it? I should know. I should know what season it is in Texas. Hogs? We're going for some hogs. It's always hog season. Jordan Addison I think Jordan Addison's going to slide a little bit because of the suspension. And I think Rashee Rice, once that's official, is also going to be the same for that. I don't like the running backs here. Chris Olave's got brain damage. I don't like the quarterbacks there. I do think, you know what? I do like this is another solid receiver. Calvin Ridley is going to be solid, I think. I really like what I've seen from Cam Ward so far this year. Like, Cam Ward looks good in camp. Like, Cam Ward looks like a massive upgrade at the quarterback position for the Tennessee Titans. My team is going to look so goofy now because the quarterbacks and tight ends are getting scooped up. Yeah, we are. Hogs. Go get them hogs. I guess I'm going to have to grab. I don't want to. I'm not going to. I'm going to make somebody else grab a quarter. The problem is Team 10 is going to grab a quarterback, and so is Team 6. Whatever. I don't care. We stick to our strategy. We stick to the strategy. I got 4 receivers. I got 2 running. What's the running back position here looking like? Quinshon Judkins, TBD'd. Let's go Caleb Johnson. I think it's going to be a much improved run game in Pittsburgh. More efficiency, better offensive line. Aaron Rodgers, good work, good vibes, good vibes. Big Bass Productions, please scream LeBron and I'll sub now. LeBron's been really pissing me off lately. More like lay drama. And that's a shame. I love me some LeBron. I told you Team 10 was picking a quarterback. Lay drama. It's crazy. Anyway, I think Caleb Johnson's going to be improved. What about Yao Ming? Yao Ming! Yeah, there we go. That's a name I haven't heard in a minute. Yao Ming would have been one of the best if his feet didn't give out on him. I like Khalil Shakir there. Big stock on Khalil Shakir. Look at this Team 12. They have 6 running backs and 1 wide receiver. I don't know what's going on there. Big Bass Productions, welcome to the channel. Appreciate that. Hope you enjoy the content. Cam Scattaboo banged up. Sad day, my boy Cam. Look at these Packers wide. See, like these stupid Packers wide receivers. These stupid Packers wide receivers are just bad. But I think I lean Jaden Reed over Matthew Golden. Juwan Jennings, kind of some weird stuff in San Francisco. Not a huge fan. Huge fan of what I'm seeing there. But we gonna be all right, I guess. But I'm kind of weird on the Packers. The NFC North as a whole has got me weirded out, guys. We know the NFC North is going to be good, right? We know the NFC North is going to be good, but I think it's going to be worse. Every team is going to be worse than last year, except maybe the Bears. They might be slightly better. So that kind of puts every team in the 8 to 11 win category. And I don't know what to do with that. I genuinely do not know what to do with the Bears, 8-win Bears, 9-win Bears, 10-win Vikings, 11-win Vikings. I just don't know what to do with that kind of shit. It's a weird, when I say weird, I mean very weird spot. It's just kind of a weird, it's a weird range. Like, I don't know what to do with those teams. I've started my early homework, I'll say, my early homework on the rankings video. By the way, if anybody wants to talk their team, if you're a fan, sub to the channel, and you want to talk your squad, check out the link in the description on any of my videos, this live, the vertical live, the horizontal live, any of my videos. Check out the Google Sheet, comment on the team, your team, what you want to talk about, and I'll have you on the channel for 10 to 20 minutes, and we will talk ball, your outlook for the upcoming season. So sign up if you want to get your team in. Because I know everyone's been begging. People beg. Now, I'm sure as soon as we get closer to the season, everyone's going to be bitching like, hey, you should have had me on. Oh, Cam Ward. There you go. Sleeper Cam Ward. Pick. Now, I'm going to go tight end here. I'm going to go tight end. Evan Ingram. I think Evan Ingram's going to have a really good season in Denver. Another weapon for Bo Nix. I'm okay with having 2 Bo Nix weapons. I hate Sean Payton. I think he's overrated. But if the Broncos are going to be good, I'm going to reap the benefits on the fantasy field. I'm going to reap fantasy production here. With that, once we'll finish, I'll rank our teams. I'll rank the 3 teams. See how we did for this draft, and I will go strict. I will do it as if I was John. I got to keep him happy over there. I got to keep the name good. That be as strict as I possibly can be on the overall grading of that. So drop any more football questions, fantasy questions in the chat. Probably gonna be a short stream tonight. Normally it's like an hour on the other channel, and I can't even talk really to you guys in the chat. So we'll keep it short. Oh, the computer just cucked me super hard. We'll go Dak. I'm okay with this. I can live with this. Dak has had some good fantasy numbers. As much as the Cowboys disgust me overall with their production and their nonsense, Dak was fantasy QB3. Dak Ascot, yeah. Dak's not that bad. Dak, fantasy QB3 in 2023. 18 and 22, 8 and 21. Was hurt. 32-31, he's bad. He hurt. Number 2, Dak's a pretty solid fantasy quarterback. Now, offensive line's a little bit worse. Run game's worse. Weapons are pretty good, though. George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, obviously. My man Jake Ferguson, the Ferg train. Fergie. Now, their coach is a goofball. Did we see the Brian Schottenheimer? My God. Brian Schottenheimer. The backwards visor is just a hell of a look. I'm probably on the... look at this. My man was staring on the podium. My man's on the podium. I know Uncle Colin got after him. Bro, you're wearing a visor. I get it. You have a nice head of hair for an old guy. The entire point of the visor is literally to block the sun. And I think he's staring at the sun on the back in the press. Like, he's in the sun. What are we doing? I at least get the hat thing. Muhammad, I told you I support nobody. I don't even support my friends. I barely support my sports teams. They make me miserable. I can't go J.K. Dobbins. I think J.K. Dobbins is an interesting one here. I can't go another Bronco. It's kind of a wide receiver tier, but I need a running back. I guess we'll ride with Rachaad White. I think you're sleeping on the Rams. McVay is a genius. Yeah, McVay is a genius. I'm not sleeping on the Rams. I think Stafford being hurt is a big deal. I think that's a big deal. But the Rams are going to be good. I think I'm probably going to pick the Rams to win that division still. I'm not sleeping on the Rams at all. Devontae Adams from a fantasy perspective, maybe. I don't know what his massive upside is. But I like Kyron Williams. I'm kind of sleeping on Puka too, but I just think it's going to be a little bit more methodical of an offense. I don't think this is going to be a 30-point-a-game offense in LA. I think it's going to be like a 21-point-a-game offense. But they're going to control the clock and play good defense. And that's what Sean McVay loves to do. We're going to go Bashaw Tootin, the rookie sleeping running back. We're rooting for Tootin, boys. Rooting for Tootin. For that one. With the final pick, OJ's going to wrap it up. And we will. Great OJ's team. Nick Chubb. Solid. Solid, especially with the Mixon pick. Really like that to finish it up. I did go with Dak. Bring me on the stream to talk about our draft real quick. Sorry, OJ. As much as I love to. This is going short. I will rate your team real quick, though. I will rate it real quick, though. When I do a call-in, I'll do a call-in stream during the year, though. Never forget the balls. Good job, Bo. Good job, Bo. So Saquon at the 1-1. Sammy already did his draft. A little early for a draft, man. Woof. Scary. Scary before the preseason. Is this IRL draft or just a mock? Just a mock, Nathan. Just a mock. Doing a second one. Okay. Yeah, we got a few. You'll know when it's a real. It'll be very heavily in the title. Real fantasy draft. Real draft for me. No. Yeah, Sammy did a real one. The one we just did was a mock. So OJ goes Saquon. 1-1. Hey, man. If you trust it, I'm okay with riding with it. Ride with your guy. I like T. Higgins here. I like Mike Evans. Mahomes at 4-12 is early for me for a quarterback, but there's really not, the computers kind of cuck us on the quarterback. Sammy, appreciate the sub. Welcome to the channel. Um, so I get it. I'm okay with Mahomes. I think Mahomes is the best one. Mahomes or Baker. I think Baker's going to be a really good sleeper quarterback for us this year, but you're kind of handcuffed with five quarterbacks in the first 4 rounds here. You're not going to see that in a real draft. The computers kind of screw things up a little bit. Tyler Warren, rookie tight end. We don't know who's throwing it to him, but I think he has a very, very, very high ceiling. Could be a mediocre to low floor, but a very high ceiling for Tyler Warren. Love Chris Godwin. Coleman solid. Cam Ward, backup quarterback, take a flyer on a good backup. Why not? High upside, low risk, high reward with a guy like Cam Ward. Michael Pittman, probably going to be your leader in Indianapolis. I don't know about that. Kincaid, fine backup. We'll see. Speaking of Kincaid, I got to watch Hard Knocks tonight. Hard Knocks started, and I love the Nick Chubb pick to end it to cover for Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon was a really good running back. Probably need one more running back with the Joe Mixon injury. Little wide receiver heavy here. So Barkley, Mixon / Chubb, whoever's healthy, Mahomes, Warren, you're flexing Godwin and Keon Coleman probably with Higgins and Evans starting. So solid. All right. Jay Scholl goes with Nico Collins at the 111. I like it. We talked much. I love Nico Collins in the spot. I'm okay with McCaffrey at the 2-2. I would prefer Henry, but I'm absolutely okay with CMC at the 2-2. Okay with Devon Achane at the 2-2 as well. Marvin Harrison Jr. scares me a lot. Just haven't heard great things out of camp. I probably would have went Devontae Adams or DK Metcalf over Marvin Harrison Jr., but it is just camp. We are very early in the camp, so things could turn around. He's probably your number 2 target. In there. I mean, still got to like Trey McBride as the number 1. Like Omarion Hampton more and more every day. The more Jim Harbaugh talks about him and Najee Harris, and I like Omarion Hampton more and more every day. A little risky. Rookie, but not at all. Travis Hunter, another rookie. Little fun, little scary, but as a wide receiver 3, perfect. If you have 3 wide receivers, Travis Hunter needs to be your 3rd wide receiver. It's a perfect room for him, as well as when you have a guy like Khalil Shakir, super, super flexible. If Travis Hunter takes a couple of weeks to get going, perfect. Travion Henderson, going to be interesting there. I don't know where he is. I think he's number 2 on the depth chart right now in New England, but heavy rookie team. Baker Mayfield has been glazing up Emeka Egbuka, and Chris Godwin is hurt. He's been on the pup, so Emeka Egbuka is going to see a lot of targets early in the year, I think. Could be a nice red zone target for Baker money maker. High floor guy to balance the upside play. Yes, very much so. Especially since we don't know, gotta kind of see what Travis said, what the two-way thing's gonna look like. It's something we've not really seen before. So yes, perfect little flex spot there. Solid production in your flex, and you're just gonna rock with Nico and Marvin. Out there, like Kyler Murray, totally fine quarterback. I prefer Kyler over Herbert, probably. As much as I hate Kyler Murray as a real quarterback, fantasy, he's fine. He'll give you numbers. You kind of know what you're getting with here. Jordan Mason, really good value on Jordan Mason here. Late end of the draft, could be a high touchdown production guy. Tank Bigsby, we're rolling the dice on what Jacksonville running back's going to be. We just don't know who the running. Is it ETN? Is it Bigsby? Is it going to be Tootin? We just don't know. And Elijah Arroyo. God, I first thought this was the guy that was 40 years old, but rookie out of Miami. He's only 22. Real is. Sam Darnold. We got to look at Sam. What was Sam Darnold's stats last year to tight ends? I wish I could look at player search. I don't know how to search players over here. Whatever. I would like to see. I shouldn't have closed out the window. I want to see what Sam Darnold's targets were to tight ends last year, because he does. It feels like he will check it down to the tight end. That Seattle offense is very interesting. I don't know if you're going to be able to start Arroyo right away. You might have to find a stash guy and start him. Now we're in a weird tight end spot as well. Like when Kyle Pitts and Jake Ferguson and Goddard are all gone, we got people double drafting tight ends. You're kind of in a tough spot there. But high upside for the rookie. All right, what did I do? Jamar Chase at the 1-3. Boom, no problem. That's plug and play. Jonathan Taylor, I really think Jonathan Taylor's going to have a good year in Indy. He's had production with horrible quarterback play, and as bad as the quarterback play is going to be, I think Jonathan Taylor's going to be productive. I think the offensive line is still going to be good enough. May not be as good in the past, but JT's going to be productive. Jackson Smith and Jigba is going to catch 1 million passes. I think he's going to be your main target for Sammy D. They're going to catch a lot of short, intermediate passes, maybe not as many touchdowns. Guys like Kenneth Walker could be poaching touchdowns. They may not score a lot of touchdowns. It's going to be a lot of possession, good defense, don't turn the ball over. But Jackson Smith and Jigba with 1 million receptions is always valuable in a PPR. Chuba Hubbard, I think Carolina's going to be good this year. I think the Panthers are going to be good. I think Chuba's going to be good. Let's cook, boys. So I'll ride with Chuba. Sutton, everyone's glazing the Broncos. I need to see it to believe it. But Cortland Sutton is always Mr. Reliable. Like, just Mr. Reliable. 35th, he was wide receiver 15 last year. Nowhere close to where you were drafting him. But yeah, look at this. Wide receiver 44, 43, 35, 15. Just like super consistent, never bad, never crazy, but you got to like it going up there in that Sean Payton offense. Playing from behind in Seattle too. I don't know if they're going to be playing from behind a lot. Did get the extension, Cortland Sutton. So he's a happy man. I don't know if they're going to be playing for a lot. I think the Seahawks defense is going to be good. My inside sources in Seattle, and I do have an inside source in Seattle, they are very happy with the Seahawks. They're very happy with the Seahawks defense. They think they're going to be a top 5 defense. Like old McDonald playing defense. Bubba Football, what's up? Hope you're having a good Tuesday night. My man, hanging out, ran a little fantasy mock draft for the boys. Keep on going. Yes, sir. So yeah, I think Seattle's probably going to just be like good defense position. It's going to look a lot like a Mike Zimmer Minnesota Vikings team. Like 2016 to 20. It's going to be like 2016, 2018, 2019 Minnesota Vikings team. It's going to look a lot like that. Play good defense. Offense that's going to drive you crazy a little bit. Not really big and explosive. Good possession. Denver or Seattle? Denver. Like Denver. Denver's probably got the best defense in football. Denver's defense is going to be awesome. Even with that division being good, Denver's defense is awesome. And their schedule's not great. Let's look at the Broncos' schedule here. We don't need Potato Boy's reverse. Where is it? Schedule. Oh my God, I hate this. Fuck you, ESPN. ESPN is the worst, guys. Broncos. Can you guys see this? Pull that over a little bit. Schedule. Titans. Week 1 at home against like a rookie quarterback. As much as I believe in Cam Ward, yeah, that's a good spot for us. The Colts in a dome against Daniel Jones or Anthony Richardson. Feasting. Bengals is a tough matchup. Eagles is a tough matchup, but the Eagles will play a rock fight with them. The Eagles will play a low-scoring game if they want to. The Jets, not a dynamic offense. The Giants, not a dynamic offense. Cowboys, could be a good offense, but they're not going to be able to block them. Texans, good team that's going to play good defense. Going to be solid. Raiders, good team. Chiefs, good team. Commies, good team. Raiders, again, solid. Packers, another team that'll play a rock fight with you, but that's in December. Jaguars, you could feast on the Jaguars in Denver late December. Chiefs, Chargers. So the Broncos schedule is like awesome. Catch up. I'm in the same category. I did a live for 2 hours today, 0 views. Well, don't worry, Bubba. Just keep on grinding. Packers fan to a Vikings fan. I hate me the least. Thanks. I appreciate that you hate me the least. You're going to hate me as soon as football season starts. Do I make a podcast? Dom, not really. Normally, we're just doing the lives, but I do long form videos and shorts, especially in the NFL season. I'll do like regular long form videos, like power rankings every week. I'll have a video like every day during the NFL season. So not really a full podcast, but we do have a gambling podcast. I do a gambling podcast during the college football season. So if you want to be a degenerate like that, Golden is going to go crazy. I don't know. I think the Packers offense is going to be a little weird this year. I think it's going to be a weird Packers offense. Cardinals defense schedule early too. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very good schedule. Great point. Great point. Where's the Cardinal schedule? John's been hyping it up over at the Catch. And if you want more fantasy content, guys, head on over to the Catch Fantasy Football. I'll pull them up here too. For that. We'll look at that. I got a million things to cover. The Catch Fantasy Football. Here it is. More fantasy content. I work with them. Me and John will do live streams, edit the videos. Great content. So if you want more fantasy content, check us out over at the Catch there. But he talked about the Cardinals being a kind of a great defense, especially early. At the Saints, horrible. Panthers, we'll see. Niners, rocky. Seahawks offense could be bumpy. Titans may be getting a little better, but still rookie quarterback. Colts could be bad. Packers offense at home. You want the home game at least. Cowboys offense, Seahawks off, Seahawks again in Seattle. 49ers gets a little thing, but early start here for the Cardinals is very nice. Very nice. Indeed. Bucks good offense. Rams probably a good offense by then. Texans, Falcons, Bengals is just, thank God. Just don't play them in the championship game. Hell yeah, Skull. Skull to you, Dom. Skull to you. Will Johnson is a dog right now. That's good to hear because they need some help over there. I don't like, it seems like Matt LaFleur's a little upset with Jordan Love. It feels like Matt LaFleur's a little bit on the hot seat, feeling that urgency, What player will dig in his butt? I don't know. Probably an offensive lineman. Or, you know who's not? That fat guy on Tampa who can't even play because he's too fat. Like, that's sad, man. Like, get in shape, bro. You can't even practice. It's pathetic. Florida did wrong by him. Florida did real wrong by him. Drafted James Conner and let him cook for 5 weeks. See him in week 6 and trade him. Yeah. Green Bay's run defense usually pretty good. That's on the UF coach. It is on the UF coaches, but it also, the Buccaneers, he didn't really get any lost weight either. Like the Buccaneers, I would have been like hyper aggressive on a diet plan when you signed him after me. Like I would have been hyper aggressive. They were not hyper aggressive. It sounded like from they gave him something, but there's some weird NFL restrictions about. But yes, Florida let him down, especially since he's like a senior. He's not like a young kid. Like he was there for 4 years. He was there the whole time. He could have got it under control. Now, he got a lot better. Like, he was way worse, I think, when he was there. Like, I think he was like 50 pounds. Imagine how much Buddy got to eat to maintain 425. You got eating a lot, man. That's a lot of peanut butter sandwiches. I'll tell you that much. Especially when you burn, well, maybe not now, but like, when you play football and you practice, I don't know what his practice looking like, especially at Gainesville where you're just sweating. My man probably burning like 2,000 to 4,000 calories, no problem. At all. Have you seen Will Johnson stuffing Marvin Harrison Jr. strapped up? Yes, that's what I heard. That is exactly what I heard. And that gave me a little bit of concern with Marvin Harrison Jr. That's what gave me concern. Because I don't know if the Green Bay secondary puts a ton of faith in me overall. Because it's probably the weakest. It is an interesting cast of characters back there, to say the least. But it would give me concern for MJ. Peanut butter IVs just straight in, CJ. Just slugging peanut butter IVs straight to the vein, straight in. He probably eating like a chocolate. My man's probably eating a ton of chocolate milkshake, like chocolate milkshakes, ice cream, all the free food there. But like, it's crazy. It's crazy to think about that. Like he works out he plays like you burn a shit ton of calories. Practicing, playing football in the heat, in the humidity. That's a lot of food to maintain that way. Because I know, like, my buddy was 320. He had to maintain, like, 320 at Oklahoma. And he would just eat all the time. My man was just constantly snacking. Just constantly eating all the time to maintain just 320 at Oklahoma. Like, it's absurd. It's absurd. Hobbs is hurt right now. I have high hopes for him, though. It feels like... That it feels like to be a Packers thing, though. Like, feels like they're always banged up at the on the outsides, offense and defense. They're just always banged up there for them. All right, we just hit an hour, so look at the Cardinal schedule one more time. That's gonna do it for us tonight. I think a little bit of a shorter stream, but again, appreciate everybody stopping by, checking out. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Drop that sub if you're new here. We got all sorts of cool content for you guys. Football season, I'm about to lock in my August schedule here probably this week. So what the rest of August is going to look like, and a tease for what the NFL schedule is going to look like for us on the channel. Isaiah Simmons sleeper free agency pickup. Yeah, Isaiah Simmons is a guy that has all the upside, but just never produced from a talent standpoint. Like, he is such a freak athlete, but just can never seem to get it done on the football field. It's kind of a shame. Need all the help. True. So what was I saying? Yeah, schedule is about to be locked in. I think we're going to be at a football game coming up to kick off week 1 of the college football season. We'll have a bunch of shorts out tomorrow. I got a bunch of stats I want to record tonight after this. So we'll do that, put that out tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, we'll continue our college football live stream, our simulation, our overnight streams. You guys have been awesome supporting that, getting people out to watch that, even though I'm not commentating. And then Thursday night, I think we start the CFP, College Football Playoff, on the sim, and I will be commentating those games. I will be live commentating, live reacting to those games. So be sure to check those out on the late nights there. Just, you'll know if I'm live or not, if I'm on there, like on the, let me pull this up. Let's pull up the tubers right here. You'll know if it's me or not. So if I'm actually here live in person talking to you guys on the mic, you'll see this beautiful little live. You'll see this beautiful little live in the top corner. Little red live in the top corner means I'm here. So the Dynasty Sims are pre-recorded. No live, but we live stream them out there. So look for that little red live. That's always your giveaway if you're wondering if I'm here or not. But appreciate everybody stopping by. Have a good rest of your week. Stay safe out there. Again, like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.